This lesson is about finding unknown angles using trigonometry. So far, what we've done in previous videos is use trigonometry to find unknown sides, how long a given side is. But this time we have more information about sides themselves, but what we are doing, we are finding the angles. Um, the reason for that we are able to find the angles, once you got enough information about the lengths of sides, you can work out their sine, cosine, and tangent. And because each angle has got a certain value for its sine and cos and tangent, we can go back and find the angle itself. So if we know any of these, values, we can go back, as I said, and find the angle. So we go through a number of examples to illustrate that. So assume you know the sine of angle theta is half. Then how do I know how much is angle theta? How many degrees is angle theta? All I need to do is use my calculator. In your calculator, you press shift, the shift button, which are in Casio, it is on the top left, and then the sine button. Next, you enter half, you type half in your calculator, and then you press equal. Once you press equal, the display will show you the angle, which in this case will be 30 degrees. For the next one, we know the cos of the angle. Cos of angle theta is 0.17. Now the aim is to find theta itself. Again, you use your calculator and follow similar steps. First press shift, then the cos button, so the shift button first, then cos button, then type the value of the cos, which is in this case 0.17, and then equal. Press equal sign on your calculator. Then the display will show you the angle, which will be, in this case, will be 80.21 degrees. This is to 2 decimal places. The angle goes forever on decimal, after the decimal point. But on your calculator, there is a bubble, there is a button in the form of bubble. If you press that, that will give you the in degrees and minutes and seconds. If you've been asked to do so, either press that bubble or your degrees is 80 anyhow, we keep that. But for this 0.21, we can times it by 20. If you times it by 20, if you times it by 60, because if any degrees is 60 minutes. So times 0.21 by 60. Once you've done that, you get 12.6. So then that means your angle is 80 degrees and 12.6 minutes. Again, here you have a decimal. If you want, you can keep this minute, 12 minutes. And if you want to go to seconds, again times this decimal part, 0.6 by another 60. And that will give you 36. And then your answer will be 36 seconds. So your whole answer will be 80 degrees, 12 minutes, and 36 seconds. if you've been asked to do that. But the easier way is just to use that button on your calculator. For part C, we know the angle has got a tan of 2. But how much is the angle itself? Again, use your calculator, press shift, press tan, type in 2, press equal, and the display will give you the angle, which will be 63.43 degrees to 2 decimal points. And again, if you want to go to minutes and seconds, you can do as we explained before. Example 2, now we got a real triangle and we want to find the angle inside a triangle. Find the value of the angle theta below. So that's the angle theta. I want to see how much this angle is. Let's see what do we know about theta. We know its opposite side, that's the opposite side to theta, and we know the hypotenuse. Both has been given to us. That's hypotenuse has been given to us, and the opposite side has been given to us. Then we got to think, what do opposite and hypotenuse make? If you remember the trigonometric ratios, that is the sine. So then we know the sine of theta. Sine of theta is opposite, which is 4 over hypotenuse, which is 16. Now the question becomes similar to part A in the previous example. You press shift, then sine, then enter this fraction into your calculator, and then press equal. You will get 14.48 in your display. That is the value of your angle. Next example, here also they are asking us to find theta. What I've been given, this is 90 degrees and this is opposite to that. So hypotenuse has been given. And this is the side opposite to theta. I don't have it, but I have the adjacent. Adjacent has been given to me, 12 millimeters. So I know hypotenuse to be 60 millimeters and adjacent to be 12 millimeters. So then you got to ask yourself the question, what do adjacent and hypotenuse define? And it is cos. So you can write cos theta equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent, which is 12, over hypotenuse, which is 60. The next is using your calculator to find theta. In your calculator, press shift, cos, then press cos, then enter, type in this fraction, then equal. And in the display, you will get 78.46 degrees to 2 decimal place. And that is the value of theta. Next example, they are asking us to find theta. This time around, that's my theta, and I've got the opposite side given to me, which is 4 meters, and I've got the adjacent side given to me, which is 4 meters. Adjacent and opposite and adjacent, they define the tan. So I can find the tan of theta. The tan of theta is opposite, which is 4, over adjacent, which is again 4. Now I know the value of tan for theta. I need to work out theta. So what I do, I type in my calculator, shift, tan, then this fraction typed in, and then press equal, and you will get 45 degrees exact for your angle in the display. Thank you for your attention.